Hey everyone, I am going to mute you all. And I'll be right back. Much brighter. Much brighter. All right, so I'm gonna give it about 2 minutes. And then we'll get started. Just gonna plug this in. Get my notes out. Get my pen to take notes. I'm so happy there's new people and previous Stretch Tribe people, because you know this is the meeting that we just get started. So much fun. Nicole, I'm so happy you're on here. You still have to pick up your tanning lotion, your tanning stuff. Yours is at Retro, but I'll take it so nobody takes it if you don't think you're going to pick it up soon. I just don't want to leave it there, I'm afraid. Actually, I'll just stick it in the mail tomorrow. Don't even worry about it. This way you have it. This is my PSA. Do not go in the sun. Do not go in tanning beds. Use self-tanner. Take it from me. I was just diagnosed with 2 basal cell carcinomas on my lip and I have to get them removed. So stay out of the sun. Wear a hat, even if you're walking outside at night. Kim. Hats are your friend.
Even at night?
I have SPF 50 on right now.
My goal in life. All right, we'll give it another minute. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Yay! It is week 1 of Shred into Spring 2023. This is the 3rd year that I've done Shred into Spring, calling it Shred into Spring, which I'm super excited about. I hope you guys are as well. Usually for the first meeting, I have previous Shred Tribe people. First I ask questions and then I'll let 1 or 2 just give, or maybe 3, give some bits of what they've done and then like a tip. So you guys can hear from someone else other than me. I do have a bunch of housekeeping to go over. And then I have a list of 14 ways to get protein in. So I have a lot to cover today. So I'm probably only going to talk to 2 current Shred Tribe members that want to give me tips, and I'll take volunteers when it comes to that time. Okay, so housekeeping. First of all, have you guys been having a good week so far? Hands up. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Every new challenge, I'm like, we're doing the step challenge. And then I get so crazy with everybody and nobody asked me about it. We don't do it. I am adding the step challenge as of Monday because I got 4 people on the update forum that said they miss the challenge of the step challenge. So I'm going to really quickly go over it. It is a side challenge. It's in the app. The only people that are in the group are the people that are doing the step challenge. It is a buy-in of $10. I keep none of the money. And the pot goes to the person that gets in the most steps during the session. So it's been $300, $230. It's been down to, in the summertime, Shred Tribe gets a little smaller. People get busy, goes down to about $100. But it's super fun. It motivates you. And every day you post your steps from the day before. Whether you're the winner or not, you're a winner because you're pushing yourselves. So after this meeting, you will be messaging me and letting me know if you want to be a part of the step challenge. I do it with you guys. I give the $10. I just can't win. So I participate in it as well. Plus I do like 18,000 steps a day, so we won't count me, but I'll be there to motivate you. Okay. Some people have sent me this already. If you have habits that I didn't give you, the water and the steps I gave you, but you get to pick one habit that you either want to stop doing or start doing. Maybe it's wash your face before you go to bed at night. Maybe it's stop smoking. Maybe it's stop biting your nails. Maybe it's start brushing your teeth midday. Whatever it is, if you have one that you want to add, I will add it for you. Message me with that. Please don't message me 7 different messages. Think about all your thoughts together and then send it to me. I am going to open up the group. Tell me your why. I want to know why you're in the Shred Tribe. I don't care if you've been in the Shred Tribe for 4 years. I don't care if you've been with me for 7 years. There are people here that have been with me for 7 years. I want to know right now, why is your why? What is your why for this 8-week session? The boot camps that I'm doing, they are free for Shred Tribe people. So if you see me posting that it's $12, $15, that does not apply to people in the Shred Tribe. So if you want to come on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m., you just have to let me know. And it is free for anyone in the Shred Tribe. Now, if you bring somebody, it is going to cost them, and it's $10. So please keep that in mind. I'm sorry for the people that are not here, but I do the Zoom workouts for you guys. All right, moving on. Workouts are now Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and that will be for the next 6 weeks because I will not be at Orange Theory for the next 6 weeks. So Tuesdays at 7 p.m. I will be doing pop-up workouts on Thursday evenings and Saturday afternoons. I'm not sure the Thursday evening times, probably 7 or 7:30, but I'm just letting you all know. Saturdays actually will not be a pop-up. I'm going to have a specific time for Saturday workouts again. So I need for you guys to send me or type in the comments what your favorite time on a Saturday would be. It cannot be before 12:30 in the 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm at Orange Theory all morning. Okay. Moving on. I just did that. Take a poll about Saturday workouts. Oh, I'm way ahead of myself. Okay, so that's housekeeping. Raise your hand if you would like to say who you are, how long you've been with me, what you've accomplished so far. And it doesn't have to be weight loss. It could be you changed your habits, you have a new healthy lifestyle, your spouse does it with you, whatever it is. And then I want you to share one piece of information. But before I do that, raise your hand if you've been in the Shred Tribe and the first time you were ever starting this, you were like, holy shit, I'm never going to be able to eat all this food. Cheryl, there you go. I knew you were in there. Raise your hand if you're like, this sucks. I hate tracking macros and I don't know why I even joined this. Now raise your hand if this is one of your favorite things to do and you come on the meetings every week. Yes, because it's so fun. I try to make you guys want to be in the meetings. I try to give you guys information you want to learn about. We're going to talk about self-sabotage and how to eat during the holidays. You know, we have Easter coming up, Passover coming up. We have 4th of July. So many things are coming up that are not technically food related that we kind of connect with food. So we're going to talk about that. If there's any topics you want me to talk about, let me know. I promise this is the session I will talk about menopause, perimenopause, and postmenopause. I think that's it. Okay, so raise your hand if you want to go. No volunteers. Great. Stacy, you start, and then Mary. The regular suspects.
Hi, I'm Stacy.
Can't hear you.
I'm Shannon's sister, and I ignored this for many years and didn't believe the pictures. And now I know all of those people who were not just pictures; they're real people, like Cheryl.
And Mary.
And Mary's been doing it with me, so that's been great. But there's been a lot of people. I have a lot of role models now. Like Kendall. Oh my gosh, Kendall. But I've been in for about a year and a half.
Sorry.
I've been in for about a year and a half and I've lost 85 pounds. I was one of those people who was like, oh my God, what did she get me into? And there's no way I'm going to do this. And now I'm so happy I've changed my whole lifestyle. One piece of advice, plan ahead. I'm a little crazy with planning. I plan on Sunday from Monday through Thursday. I leave Friday a little bit more flexible in case my husband wants something specific towards the end of the week. But I'm big on planning.
And then just really quick, because we're going to move on to Mary, but just tell them how Pat was like, your sister doesn't know what she's talking about.
My husband kept saying to me, you're eating too much. You're eating too much. You're just going to gain weight. You're not going to lose in the beginning. And now he's totally on board with it. He gets it. He's the one who every other Monday helps me with my measurements and my pictures. He wakes up early to do that before work for me. So he's on board now, which, you know, that was a nice change. And I'm not in Florida with her. I'm in Rochester, New York. So this has been nice for me to be able to connect this way.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Definitely brought us closer for sure. All right. Thank you, Stacy. Mary, you're up.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello. Hi. I've been in the tribe, I guess, for a little over a year. I think I started a year ago, February. I'm about 65 pounds down, which is good. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. One thing I've really found with the Shred Tribe is on vacation, it's harder for me to track, but I've always been able to get right back onto it once I get back. And I've never been able to do that my entire life. I'm no lifetime dieter here, but I've always just, oh, well, what the hell, you know, I've blown it now, I might as well blow it forever. So this time I've been able to make it stick. So that's been really good. One piece of advice I would say is don't just measure your success by the scale. It's not all about the numbers on the scale. You got to look at how your clothes are fitting, how you just feel. My knees feel better, my ankles feel better, my clothes are fitting better. It's not just all about scale related numbers. So just keep that in mind and be consistent. Be consistent. Consistency is the key. It
Yes.
really is.
Love that. And what doesn't challenge you won't change you.
That's true.
Yes, it is. And I love that you said that, especially because Stacy's right next to you on my board, and she's stayed the same for 2 weeks. And she's like, should we change my numbers? And I was like, Stacy, you have like maybe 10, 15 pounds left to go. The easiest was the 85. Now is where you're trekking uphill and the scale won't move as much because you're building muscle, and the same muscle and fat weigh exactly the same. So yes, the scale won't move. However, your body fat is going to drop. And on that note, and thank you so much, Mary. I love having you in the group as well. I know I said I was taking 2, but I want to switch to Cheryl really quick, because she is the prime example of the scale not really moving. But since January, and Cheryl, do you mind if I say everything? Okay. So since January, she's lost maybe 1.4 pounds or something. But her body fat has gone down in percentage change, 14% in change, but a full 4%. That is huge. Her body has shrunk so much. And if she went off of the scale, she would have been like, Shannon, I'm done. Let's just put me on maintenance. I don't want to do this anymore. But she has gone so much stronger, so much leaner. Sorry, Cheryl, do you want to talk?
Sure. Yes, you have cured me of being obsessed with the scale, because I was totally obsessed with the scale, and lifetime dieter, of course. And when I came into the Shred Tribe, which was about a year and a half ago, I think it might be 2 years ago, because it might have been right after the Transformation Challenge 2 years ago.
I can look it up while you're talking. Did we lose her? Her connection sounded off anyway. So she'll come back on. I'll put, oh, there she goes. She's back.
Lord, sorry. And you asked me a series of questions, and I was like, no, I'm hardly eating at all. I can't even imagine why I'm not losing weight. And can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
And then, so I joined the Shred Tribe, and yes, I was one of those people that, I can never eat this much food, never. And I started tracking, and I ate what you told me to eat, and up my protein tremendously. That is really, because I was not a big protein eater, and that's really what it was, a huge change for me. And it's really been very slow and steady. And I think from then I've lost, I want to say like 8% not percent, but 8% body fat. Like I think it
Since the
was at like
beginning.
30 and I'm now
Since
22
the beginning.
since the beginning. And my weight just has gone down about 10 pounds. About
Yeah.
10 pounds. And my
Actually,
clothes fit
14.
totally different.
Actually, 14.
14?
I'm looking at it right
I'm
now.
looking at it right now.
You started at 155. Oh, sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you started at 155 and your lowest was 141 just before Christmas.
Right.
But
Yeah,
now you
and
build
so-
muscle. So muscle and fat weigh the same. So you've lost body fat, you've put on muscle, so you're basically down 14 body fat pounds, which is
Right.
amazing. And like she said, the scale has pretty much been around 144, 145 for a while, but her body fat went down 4%. That is huge. And I don't think anybody's in here, a couple of people for the Transformation Challenge, Lisa and Kim, but Cheryl was the winner. No one knows you yet. We're announcing it on Friday, which is freaking amazing. She wins lots of money. So congratulations. She could buy a bunch of new workout outfits or a pair of new
I'll say
seats.
I'll say one more thing. For me, the meetings are everything. I really, really try and make an effort to make the meetings. 'Cause no matter what, every single meeting I learn something and it just keeps me engaged and keeps me motivated and seeing everyone. I think I started like right around Stacy and, Mary, and seeing them both and just seeing everybody lose weight and also seeing everyone's vision boards. And it's just, the meetings are essential for me. So motivating, and I have fun. I enjoy, whoops. I'm losing I have to plug in. But anyway, that's it. But yes, I love the Shred Tribe and changed my entire lifestyle as a result.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I really appreciate it. Okay. So yes, the meetings are, the three people you just heard from have been pretty much at every single meeting. For how many months they've said they've been here, or years they've said they've been here. I don't think, unless I didn't have a meeting, they did not show. And it goes to show you that if you stay focused, committed, and consistent, you will jump hurdles. Your transformation will be that much easier. Because just like if you are in AA, you have to go to meetings every week to stay focused and committed to not drinking. And I've never been to one, I have no idea, but I know that's what they're about. It's the same thing, Overeaters Anonymous, they have weekly meetings on Zoom. So these meetings are essential. I love that some people can watch them on Zoom, but being present is when the magic happens. I'm putting Kim back in. Okay. So I appreciate the three of you for speaking today. You guys all motivate me. I love it. I love the vision boards. We're going to talk about that next week. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to do the share food meeting. So those are always the same couple of meetings in the beginning, because I like to talk about goals and vision boards and all that stuff. If there's a meeting topic you want, please message me. And if I can speak about it, I will. Also, I am definitely starting a podcast. So if there's topics that you would like for me to speak about, let me know. I'm kind of nervous about it. I've been practicing and doing my own little podcasts. And they're not going to be long podcasts, because I've noticed that people are doing like 15 to 20 minute, 25 minutes. I'm going to give you tips and tricks and all those fun things. So, I'm looking for a name for the podcast, something to do with Shred Tribe. So if anybody's creative and has catchy stuff like that, doesn't have to have my name in it at all. I actually don't want my name in it. But anything that has to do with Shred Tribe or badass or baddies or something like that. Okay. So let's talk about protein. Protein is essential. It is the core, no pun intended, of macros. If you hit anything, the thing to hit, and you have to hit them all, but the most important is your protein. When you guys message me and say, I hit my carbs, I hit my fats, but I'm 67 short on protein, I'm going to tell you to eat protein. If it is 11 o'clock at night, you need to get it in. Protein is the most important macro. I cannot say it enough times. Now, if you message me and say, I went over 10 in protein. I hit my fats, but I still need 20 carbs. Let it go. You're fine. Your numbers are fine. I'm not going to tell you to eat a rice cake. Now, if you're at 30, I'm going to tell you to eat a rice cake because you can't be that far off in calories. But if you have, if you are short in protein and I look at your numbers, I'm going to tell you to eat something. So you're better off messaging me earlier in the day and saying, how does my protein look? What can I do to fix it? What can I do to hit my numbers? Because when I see 3 ounces of meat at dinner, I lose my mind. You are not a bird. Nobody in here is a bird. I was training a client today and she said, it was in person, but she's also in the Shred Tribe. And we were talking about how she said she ran out of the house, forgot to pack her food, but she ate this and this before she left. And she's like, but I'm short on my protein, so I'm gonna have a turkey burger. I said, oh, you mean you're gonna have 2 turkey burgers? She's like, yep, I'm gonna have 2 turkey burgers. So it's so important. Use me, because she would have gone home and not have said a word and had 1 protein burger. So it's super, super important. When I came home, I was hungry. I knew I had to get protein in. So I pulled out one of my sweet and spicy tuna pouches and I ate it right from the pouch. 18 grams of protein, done. I didn't have to think about it. Now I could eat my dinner and I'm good to go. And those are things like you can eat that protein. It's right out of the bag. It takes you 5 minutes to eat the pouch of tuna. And the flavored tunas are so good. I didn't post it yet, but I put on, I have a reel coming out tomorrow because I'm learning how to do all these reels. And the reel is me eating my tuna pouch, but asking you guys what your favorite flavor is. So if you guys would comment under it, that would be great. Reels are supposed to be something like really important. So I'm learning how to do them. Don't make fun of me because I suck. But I will get better at that, promise. Okay. So I'm sorry, I have an instructor. She has literally been blowing up my phone since we started this. Okay. So 14 ways to increase your protein intake. So I just want to tell you that protein increases weight loss, enhances your muscle growth, and it improves your overall health. That's why we have to have so much of it. So the first thing you want to do is eat your protein first. If you make a plate and it's 2 turkey burgers and it's yummy sweet potato fries and it's broccoli, we always go to the sweet potato fries first because it's the best tasting. I would rather you eat the 2 turkey burgers and not eat all the fries. Eat your protein first because it will satiate you. I know you smiled because you had the word right. It will make you feel fuller and it will take away some of that hunger. So eat your protein first. Protein has a peptide that works with your gut hormones and it makes you feel full and satisfied. So if you needed science, there's a peptide called YY and it does that. So that is number one thing, eat your protein first. It also decreases your hunger hormone. So it is a natural appetite suppressant, and protein increases your metabolic rate after eating and during sleep. So you'll hear bodybuilders say that they'll take the casein powder before they go to sleep at night. You don't have to do that. Casein powder, first of all, is disgusting. Does not taste good at all. But if you ate a chicken breast before you went to bed at night, your metabolism would love that. I did it for a while. I got out of the habit, but now that I talk about it, I'll probably get back into that habit again with my Yasso bar. Just kidding. I'll eat one, then the other. Okay, so number 2, snack on cheese. So cheese is protein, it's also fat, but you can get the low-fat mozzarella sticks, the low-fat Monterey Jack combo. I keep them in the drawer at all times. I have the plain the plain mozzarella, and then I have the Monterey mix, Colby, I think it is, something like that. I always keep them in the drawer. So if I need one for a reason, protein, fats, I can grab it. It's also a great snack just to have. A lot of times I'll just put it in my lunchbox. I forget a lot of the times. And then if I don't scan it, obviously I can't have it. But I love it because it's a grab and go snack. People always say, what can I bring with me on the airplane? What can I bring with me in the car? What can I bring into Disney with me? Those are great options. They also sell the squares too. But if you go for low fat, not non-fat, we don't do anything non-fat really, except maybe yogurt once in a while, but you don't want to do anything non-fat. That's how America became obese. Believe it or not, because of all the preservatives that are in the foods that are non-fat. Cheese doesn't raise the cholesterol levels as much as other fats would, believe it or not. And some doctors will even say that cheese is a good heart factor, helps with your good heart factors. So don't say you can't have cheese because of your heart, because that's a myth. 1 ounce of cheddar cheese, 1 ounce, has 7 grams of protein. That's not bad. 1 ounce, yeah, 28 grams has 7 grams of protein. So if you don't weigh in ounces, you can weigh it in grams. If you have a snack of cheese before your actual meal, but count your macros, it'll help satiate your hunger. Keep that in mind. You can put it with whole grain crackers, tomatoes, sliced apples. I eat an apple every day. I cut it up, eat it, love it. I don't do it with cheese, but I like to eat my food separate, so it seems like I'm eating more. So, but I will eat turkey with my apple because I eat, with every carb, I eat a protein. So you always want to try to have that pair. I talked about that with you guys. You also talked about being holistic, eating protein, carbs, and fats at every meal. Doesn't have to be a snack, at every snack, but every meal. Replace cereal with eggs. So toast, bagels, and cereals are technically low in protein. Now, if it's Kodiak, that's different. It usually has more protein in it than any like a Cheerios or any of those. But I like Cheerios, and I count out my Cheerios and I put them in baggies. And if you watch the food in my kitchen video, you'll all know that. But a lot of times I'll do the Kodiak oatmeal. It's really good. I mean, it's no matter what, it's going to be high in carbs. So it usually takes about 36 of my carbs, but it also has protein. Or I'll take regular oatmeal and put a scoop of protein powder in it with a little bit of peanut butter, and it tastes like peanut butter cup. It's amazing. 3 large eggs provide 19 grams of high quality protein. Now, when I say large, it's actually the jumbo. A lot of people only buy the large. I do buy the jumbo. So that's that. Let's see. So studies have shown that eating eggs for breakfast reduces your appetite and keeps you full for several hours. That's great for those that tell me that you have a hard time eating at certain hours. Every Sunday, I hard boil 3 dozen eggs. The first thing I do is take out, so this is my program. I take my big pot, I boil the water, I put in my 18 eggs. When 20 minutes, Alexa does it for 20 minutes, the timer thing. Then I dump it out, I put ice cold water and I fill it with ice. And I let it sit for like 45 minutes. The shell peels right off. I have no problems. It takes me like 2 minutes to peel all 8 or 18 eggs. Then I cut them all in half and I take the yolks out. I give the dog some of the yolks because it's good for their coats, and then they go in the garbage disposal. I do that for a couple of reasons. Number one, I eat in public all the time, and it's the yolk that smells, not the egg white. Number two is I like to eat my fats throughout the day. So if I don't have the yolk, I won't be tempted to eat it. Then I take the 6 halves and I put them in baggies, salt and pepper, or everything bagel seasoning, sometimes ranch seasoning. Sometimes I do all of the above so I don't get bored. And I put them in the baggies and I put them in the fridge. And I eat them throughout the day when I'm in my car or from wherever I am. If you do it and you get it done, you won't have to think about it. Next one, top your food with almonds. So almonds are very healthy. They're high in magnesium, fiber, and a lot of us, if we have a hard time going to the bathroom, it will help with that. And it's digestible carbs along with your proteins. 6 grams of protein in 1 ounce of almonds, or 28 grams of almonds, if you're weighing them. So you're going to get 6 grams of protein in that. And so that actually makes it a better protein than regular nuts. I just got my 10-minute warning, so I'm gonna talk fast. Choose Greek yogurt. So 7 ounces of Greek yogurt provides 17 to 20 grams of protein, depending on the brand. If you watch my videos, I have 3 different types of yogurt in my refrigerator. One is 12 grams of protein, one is 15 grams of protein, I think one is 17. They all have different fats. They all have different carbs. So whatever I need to plug into my macros Tetris, I have that at my fingertips. And every week I buy 2 to 3 of each one. Different flavors, whatever. So super important to have it in your house. This way you have the option there for you. Protein shakes are a good source of getting your protein in, especially if you do 2 scoops of protein powder, but I also want you to chew something with that meal. So if you can chew a piece of bread, make self toast, some kind of carb food with your protein shake, then, oh, that was sweet. Then that would be great. So here's an option for a protein shake. 8 ounces of unsweetened almond milk. So you're going to get protein fats. 1 to 2 scoops of whey powder. That's anywhere between 25 to 50 scoops of 15 grams of protein, depending on how many scoops. A cup of fresh berries. And you can use a sweetener and ice. You can put honey in it and ice. You can put chia seeds. If you want to make it thicker, you can put your oats in there. And that'll be your carbs. You can put a little bit of peanut butter in it. That will help get you a little bit more protein. The only one that can't do that is margarita. And that's going to be one of my numbers of getting in your protein. So you're not going to listen to that one. Include high protein at every meal. Already talked about that. If you're eating carbs or fats, you're eating protein with it. That will help you. It's recommended to get between at least 25 to 40 grams of protein at every meal. I posted something the other day on social media about myths that you can get too much protein in at one meal. It's bullshit. And if you see it on my social media, you should read all the little slides. I was going to give examples of high protein, but you guys have those. You have the cheat sheet. So just look through those. Choose leaner cuts of meat. So like a T-bone has 21 grams of protein and 250 calories, whereas sirloin has 26 grams of protein and it's only 150 calories. You know why? Less fat. Moving on. Cottage cheese is a great source of protein. I use the Good Culture cottage cheese. It has the less fat in it. I don't buy the plain. Mary likes the plain, but I buy the strawberry and the pineapple. There's in a 1 cup, if your cup is 210 grams, you will get 23 grams of protein. I can down that in 2 seconds. I do. I eat it every day. I try to slow myself down with eating because I eat way too fast. Of course, cottage cheese is great on its own, but you can add cinnamon. You can add sweeteners. You can add your almonds to that if you would like. You can buy the slivered almonds and put that in there if you don't feel like chewing. You can munch on some edamame, which is great if you can have soy. If you can't have soy, don't have edamame. A cup of edamame, 155 grams, has 19 grams of protein. That's really good. Just don't saturate it with salt. You can have salt, just don't saturate it with salt like they do when you go to restaurants. Add peanut butter to your diet. Margarita, you're taking away from your diet, but everybody else is adding it if you want. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on fruit can boost your protein by 7 to 9 grams. Not too bad. I buy the protein nut butter. What is it called? Nut butter, I think it's called. Nuts and More. I can't keep it in my house. I could eat that jar like it's candy, especially the caramel crunch peanut butter pretzel one or whatever it is. So I realized that it wasn't Mike that was probably eating it all. It was probably me, and I was blaming it on him. So we don't have that anymore. But it's a better way to get your protein in. Eat lean jerky. I talked about this in one of the videos for the Macros 101. Turkey jerky is great. Lean jerky sticks have about 9 grams of protein per ounce. Tuna fish in a can, tuna fish in a pouch. I already talked about it. I did it today. You can get anywhere between 16 and 19 grams of protein. And you know what? It's only about 90 calories. because there's hardly any carbs or fats in it. If you're plain, you're not getting any of that, but the sweet and spicy has, I think, 5 or 6 carbs. But I don't care. It's worth it. It's really good. I'm trying to talk fast because I keep looking at the timer. So fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, sea bass. Yes, they are great for omega-3s, to get your omega-3s in. They're great for inflammation and for your heart health, but they are very fatty. So keep that in mind. If you're having salmon or any of the things I just mentioned, you got to put that in the morning because it's probably going to eat up a lot of your budget for your fats. No problem having it, but just be mindful of it. I think I just hit them all. I'm pretty sure. If you're going for, it's not on here, but oh yeah, whole grains. So quinoa is great. It's protein and it's carbs. Great opportunity to get in both. You'll get 8 grams of protein versus if you were just going to go regular rice, you wouldn't get that much. White rice only has about 4 grams of protein per cooked cup. So opt for the other. Buckwheat, couscous, wild rice, millet, and teff, T-E-F-F, are other great sources to swap out versus rice for like pilafs and stir fries. And if you put grains in salads, I love quinoa in my salad. Okay, so that's it. I meant to ask one more question and I forgot. I may have asked it and now I don't remember if I asked or not. Raise your hand if you were in the Shred Tribe. I think I asked this and you said there's just way too much food. I can't do this. I asked this, right? Because I was just thinking how so many people are messaging me and saying that. It will get easier. We are in literally week 1.5, because if you started the week prior, with the practices and stuff, it gets easier. I promise. Please don't throw in the towel. Please don't tell me that you cannot get this food in. I know you can. It is possible. You will do it. It will take you time to get used to it. Your body will get used to it. You won't feel bloated. You'll start to lean out and you're going to be like, this is a freaking amazing program. You're going to tell all your friends, because that's why it keeps growing, because you guys are telling people. If it didn't work, all these people would not still be here. And I would have 15 people in the Shred Tribe. But there's 177 people in the app. They're not all on this meeting, obviously, there's 14. But that's how things go. But they watch them and record and whatever. Did you guys like the new message where I reminded you about the meeting tonight? I thought that was good. I got a lot of replies back. So then at least I know people know it's the meeting and they can watch it on Zoom. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a bunch of things to send me if you need anything that I've talked about. And I will let you know what time the meeting is going to be on Saturday. I hope you guys all have an amazing Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing everybody's numbers coming up. Message me if you need me to look at your food. And thank you so much for all coming on. Oh, the tank tops. I'm picking them up tomorrow. So if you order the new tank tops that say, what doesn't challenge you won't change you, with Shred Tribe underneath it, I will be getting those tomorrow, and I'll be getting them out either in the mail or when I see you. I ordered extras. So if you missed it, message me and I will get them out to you. All portions of proceeds go to the Wounded Warrior Foundation. My dad has 2 purple hearts. So it's dear to my heart. So no pun intended. So that's where they always go, and you guys know that. So thank you so much for supporting our charity. And have an amazing Wednesday night. Remember, always be badass. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.